Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode on my channel. My name is Nora, and today's episode I'm actually recording from the comfort of my hospital bed because I have a new hip now, which is amazing. And yeah, so I can learn to walk again since I haven't walked for about a year now. In 6 days, it will be a year. So I'm really happy. All right, so as you can see, I'm using my little colorful props today instead of the galaxy theme. Okay, so today's episode is about how to actually connect with your higher self or any higher dimensional being for that matter. It is my most frequently asked question, so I thought I would make a little video about it. So connecting itself is instant. But I know what you really want to know is how to hear, how to know what they are saying. And that is where it gets a bit trickier. However, I think the main thing here to also remember is that it's all about developing a personal relationship with your guides or your angels or God. So talk to them like you would be talking to a friend. All right, so the three most frequent ways to receive messages from your higher self are, or any other being, are paying attention to signs and symbols, or journaling, or channeling. So paying attention to signs and symbols is probably the easiest. All you really need to do is ask your guides a question, any question you want, and then tell them to give you a sign. So, for example, there was this one time that about 10 years ago, I wanted to know a name of a spirit guide. And as I was walking through a clothing store in a big, mall, I heard somebody on the radio say a really extremely strange name on the speaker 3 times. And straight away, I knew that that was the name of my guide. First of all, because it just was not the normal name at all. And it just caught my attention. So that's the thing. You will know when a message is meant for you. And say you've asked another kind of question, some sort of existential thing or something about your life, some sort of guidance or whatever. Spirit loves to use strangers. So, for example, um, you could be even talking to a friend or a stranger, and all of a sudden you receive the message that relates to your question. Again, you will know when that happens. And what happens to me a lot is, for example, because I watch a lot of TV series and movies, then a lot of the time I will get like a little nudge. I will suddenly think about a question that I had asked, and then I get the answer in from the movie, from the actor, basically. So yeah. And also, I learned the other day that actually you can use almost anything as an oracle. So set up sacred space, meaning surround yourself with angels and connect to God source. And for example, use a book, ask a question, and then open a book and see what it says, the first couple of words or the first sentence or whatever. Or you could use the radio as well, just tuning into a channel, intuitively stopping somewhere and then seeing what it says. So that's like a little fun thing you could do as well. Oh, and I remember there was this one time, well, like spirit guides, they're always communicating with you. It's just a matter of like noticing when they do that. There was this time I was living in London and I was going through something and I was feeling so down. And suddenly, Bob Marley's Don't Worry, Be Happy started playing in my mind's ear, in my head. And I was like, where did that come from? And it was definitely my guides. Okay, next we have journaling. So First, again, set up sacred space to be sure that whatever comes through is true and for your highest good. And then choose a journal that you haven't used for anything else. Create like your own little channeling journal. And then again, ask a question, write it down, and then see what comes up. Just intuitively start writing. And it will become evident when you are communicating with something else that yourself, because it will just sound different to how you normally speak. And this again works with all beings. And then finally, we have channeling. And I really want to bring like a more grounded approach to what channeling actually is. So psychic gifts in general, they don't just happen. They are actually skills that you need to practice and develop if you truly want to become a channeler. It's like learning a language or like an instrument or something. It's something you really need to dedicate yourself to. It will take a long time, months, at least months, to develop a clear channel and the ability to receive as well. But it's possible, anyone can do it. And of course, there are many moments when we are naturally channeling without maybe realizing. I know that creative people definitely know what I'm talking about. Being a writer myself, I have experienced many times that sort of flow that you get into when you're doing something creative, to a point where you create so much that when you look back, you're like, did I really create that? Did I write that? And it's almost like you can't remember that you were doing this so intensely for a while. And that is channeling. Also, it happens with musicians, with artists. Yeah, that is also channeling. And I would say the biggest block, of course, there are many different blocks you might have, but the biggest one is actually the most simple one, and it's a noisy mind, a monkey mind, because psychic messages are very, very subtle, actually. That's why it takes a lot of practice. The psychic centers are the basis of all psychic gifts. So we have clear voyance, clear audience, clear sentience, and clear cognizance. So clear seeing, clear hearing, clear feeling, and clear knowing. So, and the centers are third eye, ear chakras, heart, solar plexus, or hand chakras, and your crown. So all these centers need to be interconnected and also connected to your pineal gland. And that is also why it is super important to keep your pineal gland healthy and clear, because there are many things that affect our pineal gland, such as the fluoride in toothpaste or water, hard chemicals in your shampoo, in your body products, in food. Yeah, all the toxins, basically, for some reason, they all go directly into the pineal gland and calcify it. So what you can do is use organic products, use a water filter, depending on where you live, of course, use a water filter for your shower, drink lemon water. I find that that's helped me personally a lot, because I already don't really use toxins on my body. And yeah, clean food as well. So this was a really short lesson on how channeling works. There is so much more to it, of course, but that gets more technical and more advanced. So for the purpose of this video, we are going to connect to our higher self. So we're going to do this little exercise now. First, we are going to set up sacred space. This is a channeling exercise. So you get to experience and understand how channeling actually works. And we will visit them, and we will receive messages from your higher self. Okay. So if you have any high dimensional crystals like a clear quartz or a selenite, you're welcome to use it. So I want you to either lie down or sit up straight. Do this whilst you are alone, and you don't get interrupted, and not whilst you're driving or something, you know. Okay. So get into receiving mode, meaning spine straight and the head slightly tilted up, eyes closed and relaxed. Definitely not crunching your head or anything like this, just relax. And I'm going to count you through 3 calming breaths. Okay, so let's begin. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Final breath, breathe in and breathe out. I'm now going to call in to your left Archangel Michael, the mighty warrior and protector. You might feel his presence on your left side, a little bit of pressure on your chin or your side. He has a very big presence, and he works with blue light. To your right, I invite Archangel Raphael, the master healer, and his energy feels more flowy, and he works with green light. In front of you, I invite Archangel Haniel, the angel of unconditional love. Her presence is very soft and lovely, and she works with pink light. Now, behind you, I call in your highest self. And I now ask all these beings to surround you with their love, with their high frequency, and with their protection. And I can see colors of green, blue, and pink swirling around you like ribbons of light. And you have an option here now to feel or see or know what color of protection is your higher self using. You might receive it as an image, or a knowing, or a word, or a feeling. We are now going to connect to God Source. God Source, where you are at the edge of the universe, there is a doorway of light. Open that doorway of light now and let it fall down through the galaxies, past the stars, through the Earth's atmosphere and the sky and the ceiling of the room that you're in, and your crown chakra, and throughout your entire body until you are glowing, and around the crystal heart of Gaia or Mother Earth. Anchor us in this light, God Source, and everybody watching this video. And make sure that everything that comes through is for the highest good of all. And let this session and all the messages that come through be bold, be clear, and be loud. And so it is. Okay. See yourself walking along a path now. Pay attention whether it's a street or a path in the forest or anywhere else. And notice a house in the distance. A house that looks really familiar. Maybe a house where you live right now, where you used to live, or maybe a house that you haven't really seen before. Walk until the front door now. Pay attention to the details around the door. Are there any bushes, any trees? Are there windows nearby? What color is the house? What color is the door? What does the handle look like? As you are ready, give it a knock. You can hear steps coming towards the door now. And the door opens. And there you are standing with a big smile on your face. A higher version of yourself. See how they look different to you. Maybe their hair is different. Maybe their clothes. Maybe their style is a little bit more out there. They are so excited to meet you this way, and they invite you inside now. As you walk through the house or the flat, pay attention to the rooms that you're going through. And you get to the kitchen, and there is a table and 2 chairs waiting for you. What shape is the table? And the chairs? Where is it situated in the room? And notice that there are 2 cups on the table filled with your favorite drink. They invite you to sit down now. And now I give you the opportunity to ask them a question. You could ask them about work or love or some dreams or goals that you have in this life, or about their skills, anything you want. Ask them and pay attention to what they say and trust what is coming through. If you have many questions, then know that you can always come back to this meditation, and also you can do this exercise on your own. Give you a little bit more time. Okay. It's time to leave now. So give each other a hug, and they hug you so strong, totally squeezing you. And when you let go, you realize there is nobody else there. You and your higher self are merged now. You're walking the highest timeline, and you are exactly where you need to be. Look around for one more time and start making your way back to the front door. As you open the front door, step back outside and slowly start coming back to your body, to your awareness in this room that you're in. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Okay, so now that we've done this exercise, take some time to reflect on what you received, write it down, because otherwise you're gonna forget. And yeah, this is how you can connect to any being of your choice. Just the main thing is to always set up sacred space. And if you practice this a lot, then the more aware you become of what you're receiving, and the better and easier it all becomes. It's all about practice. All right, so thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. One more thing. I actually have this really, really cool offer right now. It's a guided meditation astral journey to Avalon, the golden age on Earth, where all the fairy tales come from, essentially. The land of dragons, fairies, kings, queens, um, unicorns, mermaids, all of it, the whole package. So it is an amazing journey. So if you like, then I will leave the link below this video and you can check it out for yourself. All right. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.